That could be very close. But regardless, I mean, right now, Carmen, the better seed on EU, and we got a match here to play between these two teams.
Yes, we do, and we're just gonna hop right into the gameplay. Who needs the countdown? Just throw us right into it. KCorp and Dignitas. See how it shakes out. Andy trying to take this over. We'll roll it up the sidewall. Drees off the ceiling. The shot is in! Drees with the snipe.
I was telling you, this is a guy that looks better on LAN. He's a LAN player, and he does this every time. Even with teams that you don't expect them to go that far in a LAN environment, he picks them up, he carries them, and makes them look much better than they used to online. So right on time, you know, for Drees to start with this first goal.
And if you think back to Drees' debut performance with G2 as a stand-in, G2 really struggled that fall major in Stockholm, but Drees, he was the shining light. He played really well. So Drees, I think, certified LAN player. There's no doubt about it. Opening up this series with a big goal. We'll see if Dignitas can hold on or if KCorp will battle back. Itachi waiting, no boost for Itachi. Vatira also low boost, so Dignitas doing a good job keeping KCorp low on boost.
I think just taking that opportunity of low boost and going for the pass, and now Evo, I thought he was going for the double, but no, it's only one touch for him. And the way that Dignitas is performing a very tight rotation, very short now, and I mean, they gotta be careful with the clears, but as long as they maintain that defense on the midfield, that's pretty good.
You don't want to give the space to KCorp. Andy going for a double tap off the side, did get a piece of it, but Itachi was there waiting. Exotic over to Vatira, there was a bang, 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 still the shot comes out, and it's blocked. The ball movement there for KCorp, but they weren't able to score. Well defended by Dignitas.
I like how they integrating every player, you know, not only doing the clear by themselves, but involving more than one player to get the clear and get the ball a little bit faster and a little bit more spicier on the attack. And now Drees once again trying to go for that ball, but it's Vatira with a beautiful control from the wall that was able to get the clear.
Wow, and Vatira pretty much 1v3ing Dignitas there, a miss, and that's going to be the first goal for KCorp. And this was thanks to the clear play from Vatira. He beat everybody out.
Yeah, and then forcing Evo to go for that one. He actually was going for Itachi's touch, not for the ball. That's why he whiffed on that one. So
yeah, and Itachi was just trying to prevent the clear there.
Yeah, so a bit of a fake from Itachi.
It was smart too.
Super smart.
Itachi, one of the smarter players, been around in the RLCS for quite some time. Drees deep in his own corner, battling. Get some help. Evo comes in with the demo. Vatira back to the Dignitas corner. Evo trying to get it down. Nice hit. This one's going to launch back towards the net. Itachi pinching it out, getting the corner boost. Vatira looking for Exotic. Exotic waiting. And there's the pass. It's actually over Exotic. You saw the musty pass.
And the problem with those musty passes is that sometimes it's hard to control where the ball is going to land. So that one, as you saw, it was a little bit too high. You couldn't get it to the player that you needed to, and then it was end up being a miss and an opportunity for Dignitas to steal the ball.
Sometimes you get too much power out. But I mean, sometimes that's what they want, is to try to just launch. But there, Vatira couldn't control the power. And this game is melting by. We're already under 2 minutes left to play. Dignitas putting up quite a fight. I think they are the clear underdogs here, even just looking at our predictions, chat's predictions, and the expectations. Dignitas hanging in there, and they have had, you know, they might have even looked a tad bit better than KCorp in this game one.
This attacking a little bit more, right? Controlling the ball in the blue zone more so compared than Carmine. At the same time, control is not everything. You gotta make the calls. You gotta go for the attacks, and that's exactly what Itachi was able to do in that play.
Oh my goodness, Evo was in the right spot, but Andy, I think, was just surprised. He was trying to force the ball out to the side, and it kicked out so fast it went back into the middle, and KCorp just like that take the lead, and now a chance to extend it. Vatira first touch into a double tap. Pick picturesque from Vatira.
Too much space. Yeah, it was a free play session for him on that one because no one was there to contest him. Andy was trying to get there, but a little bit too late for him. And Vatira is not gonna miss those. He didn't miss them when he was in Moist. He's not gonna miss them now that he's in KCorp.
And this game really turned on a dime, didn't it, Chamaco? It seemed like, I had just said Dignitas was looking better in game one, and then boom, boom, back-to-back goals for KCorp.
It's a two-piece combo for them, so you gotta watch out for those. And now with only 1 minute left, Dignitas got the only goal in the first minute, but after that, they have controlled the ball, but they haven't been attacking too much, so time is ticking for them.
You said time ticking away. 2-goal deficit. Andy will have some space here. Will lob it up high, and Dries didn't make contact. I don't know if Dries pre-jumped, but it just didn't work out. So Dignitas, despite having a little bit of space and opportunity, will walk away empty-handed. Exotic getting demoed. Andy trying to take his time, but there is no time to be had, almost getting scored on. Final seconds, Dries, one for an air dribble, gets it by Exotic, but Vatira clears it nicely off to the side. And those precious seconds tick away. That one won't go in, but it was a big enough clear to secure game one for KCorp.
I feel like Dignitas, as we mentioned, they started pretty strong. They were doing well. I like the pressure that they had, the control and everything else. But after that second goal from KCorp, they lost the air. They lost the flair. They were not able to get back to that that play style that was fruitful for them in the first half of the match.
And also, you're starting to see KCorp make adjustments. That first play, Itachi just jumping across the ball, making Evo commit to the shot, which let that ball leak out into the corner. And then even the shots were really nice. Bar down, shot, and then the Vatira double tap. You said it looked like he was in free play. It really did. It just looked like, a routine double tap for him, but it was so perfectly executed.
So now I think the question is, how do we get Evo more involved, Andy more involved? Because definitely Dries has been attacking and trying to do...
Yeah, that ceiling shot was great.
Yeah, so and at the end, you saw how he was dribbling and trying to get very close to the net. So he's there, he's trying, he's making openings in Carmen's defense, but Evo and Andy, they will have to pick it up and attack as well, not only Dries.
See if they can do it. What a read from Exotic! These corner bounces are so difficult to predict, to just get a hit. And Exotic not only does it, but puts it top shelf.
And Andy was there, but he wasn't expecting such a powerful shot from Exotic. So he tried his best, but his best was not enough today. Not enough today. So first goal very quickly for KCorp.
That was like clockwork, but now we see a response. Andy, just seconds after this goal, able to get the response. You see Dries going up, threatening the bump. Itachi saw it, was trying to get into position, but nothing there, and a great response here from Dignitas.
And this is what I want to see. I want to see Andy being more involved in the play. He was waiting for the pass, he catched the ball very good, put it up high, was able to hit it over Itachi, and then once he saw the opportunity, once he saw that Itachi was overcommitted in that play, he went for the dagger and got the goal. So 1-1, we're tied here. Dignitas showing that they do have the power to keep up with KCorp, but are they going to be able to do so for the remainder of the match?
We'll find out. Dries will boost, will launch it back towards net. Vatira was there waiting. Vatira, over to Itachi. Itachi looking for a double tap. Andy had it read now, looking for another touch, but ran out of boost.
Just tiny bit, that few percentage of boost would have been clutch to get that pass and make the play for Dignitas.
Evo picking up the corner. Exotic not letting Evo have any time. Itachi will stay on the play. Vatira waiting. Now thinking about diving in, will rotate out. Exotic has to touch this to the corner. Itachi. Looks like there was a demo. Dries took Itachi out, I believe. Now Evo getting slow down. There's a bump. Andy, first touch control, going for the 50. Rebounds out to the middle. Drees can't get into a dangerous spot, but the pressure from Dignitas has looked very good.
Look good, and in that situation, Evo had an opportunity to go even faster. He decided not to because he was the third point in the rotation. That was a good shot. So they keep proposing shots after shot. I like it. And for some reason, Carmen is very hesitant to get a strong clear and get the ball out of the way.
And I think Fatira might have got back-to-back saves, but regardless, KCorp in that tough spot, able to get back-to-back saves. Dignitas shooting couldn't find their way around it. Dignitas still going, and there's a double tap denied. Drees has been such a big threat for Dignitas, but KCorp continue to find ways to make stops.
They are playing on land. You know, it's like, okay, we don't have any ping, we don't have any issues. We're gonna trust our reflexes and get every single save.
There's a demo. Exotic taking out Evo. Fatira trying to go from his own backboard and shut down Itachi. Let that get away from him. Back to Exotic. Easy save there for Evo. Evo will stay in the play, going for a pinch. Hit back out to the middle. Drees sweeping across. Andy's gonna go for Drees. Drees still hanging out on the backboard. Drees not afraid to move upfield. Drees going for the corner. Tough read, couldn't make it, but it leaks out to the middle, and that one sent top shelf by Evo.
And sometimes the best touch is the one that you cannot make. It was a fake for everyone. They were not expecting Evo to get that shot, and we got a pause. Somehow, that's such a good shot, you know, that it broke down the whole game.
And you wonder if, I mean, Evo or Drees might have even called out the fake, because that, I mean, that is the perfect opportunity. If you recognize that no one's challenging, because Drees was up, he iced the defense and kept him grounded. So, I mean, Drees, he's not going to get as much power as Evo's going to be able to get jumping from the ground.
I don't know, because I have seen Drees put a lot of power in it. Maybe
you might be right.
Maybe he can. But you know, to your point, when you are up in the air and you're the person that could possibly get that shot and you don't, everyone is looking at you. They're not looking at the other two players.
Yeah, and they're positioning based on
exactly. Because I mean, we play with ball cam 90% of the time, right? So it's a blind spot that the other players can use to their advantage, and Evo, you know, pick it up right.
Yeah, and I mean, players at this level, they're very aware of those blind spots, you know, and they're trying to work their way into them. And that was a nice shot from Evo, who is this rookie. I mean, there was a lot of talk about Evo, and you remember when he was signed by XSET, and there were a lot of people wondering, you know, what's Evo going to do? What's he going to be able to do for XSET? Well, things didn't really work out, and he was benched fairly early on in his tenure at XSET. But now we see that Evo did have what it takes all along. He just needed those pieces around him to really allow him to show what he is able to do.
Yeah, pieces around him. It's a key word, because it's not about a player being excellent by himself and that's it. It's how everything else complements your play style, right? And how the chemistry develops between the team. And talking about chemistry, you see here, Drees is the hot player.
Yes.
Drees is the guy that everyone is watching out for. So chemistry tells you, okay, so they're gonna, I'm getting the aggro, and I can help you be the one to get the shot afterwards. So it's, you know, pieces around him. They're able to make him look better, or make it perform to his fullest.
And it's about, I mean, so much of Rocket League is getting your good players or your mechanical players shooting opportunities. You know, and if you're on a team and you're a highly mechanical player and you're really good at finishing those chances, but those chances never come, then you're just not going to score. You know, and Drees is one of those players who will go on the backboard, take the ceiling shots, do crazy things, and just outright beat you mechanically that will lead to those opportunities. And even this play here, before the pause, Drees threatening that corner double, let Evo be in a shooting position. So Dignitas, they're in the lead here after that goal went in. We're still waiting for any word if the goal will be disallowed, but I think we're expecting that it will stand, and we're expecting minute 44 to be on the clock and have it be reset to kickoff, but we're still waiting on confirmation on that. Reminder, KCorp up 1-0 in this series. Game 1, if you remember, Dignitas scored quickly, but then KCorp was able to score back-to-back. And late as well. So KCorp were able to turn that around. They're going to have to do it again here. And Chimako, I did get word that the goal will stand. So we're just working through some technical issues from just the shots that I'm looking at. It appears like it's some kind of sound issue for Vatira.
It might be. It might be. And sound is a big thing in Rocket League. I know a lot of players plays with music and whatnot, and they don't pay attention to the sound. But sound, especially surround sound, when you can tell who's behind you, even if a teammate just jumped, right, and you don't have to go for that ball anymore. Little details like that where you can save boost and go to a good position just based on the sound of the field. It makes a lot of impact in the game, especially at this stage.
Yeah, and maybe if comms are down too, not being able to hear the call-outs would be quite tough as well. But it looks like things are getting resolved. We're going to be resetting to kickoff, and here we go. Right back into the action. Dignitas just scored. We'll see what KarmingCorp brings back, or if Dignitas will be able to tie this series up at 1 apiece.
They got time, and we saw a 4-0 run for KarmingCorp between the last few minutes of the first match and the first goal of this match. So yes, they are very able to score a few goals on a row. Let's see if they can do it here, because Dignitas is playing really well, really solid on this second match.
Andy with a clear out. Itachi be able to follow up his own hit. Infield pass, but there's a demo. Dries taking out Exotic, so there's no one in position to receive it. Dries playing ultra aggressive.
Yeah, we're seeing much more contact here. Oh, that's a beautiful play by Itachi. We hype him up a lot coming up into this series. We're talking how good he is, how solid he is. And this is one player that you can count on him every single day, every night.
It's,
I mean, it
it's
doesn't
the
matter.
consistency.
Yes.
He is so remarkably consistent. And that play as well, that was not an easy first touch. It was the perfect first touch. Take possession, keep the ball close, but also keep the ball elevated so that you can choose where you want to go. You can go low, you can go high very easily and get power behind it. Itachi, that was clinical. Now KarmingCorp tie it up. Exotic over to Itachi. Itachi backward pass. Vatira is going to wait. Exotic back to the middle. Andy jumps the lane. See Exotic getting bumped off the back line. Exotic trying to carry it back down into a dribble. Dignitas collapsing on KarmingCorp. And now the shot saved! Where did Vatira come from for that?
He was hitting in the shadows, and he was able to make the clutch save. Now with only 10 seconds left to play. It seems like Dignitas is still holding on the blue zone. They're attacking quite well. But the last play, it seems like it's going to be for KarmingCorp.
Dries opting to keep it up. Itachi pinch down. It might bounce up. It does. Vatira zoning Evo off the ball, going low, but Evo well read. But can't get that challenge. Itachi stopped by Andy. It's high. Shot opportunity. Vatira on target, but it's saved. And we've got overtime.
Imagine, just imagine, right? After all that, if he gets that shot on net, it makes the goal. But we're tied, and I still like what I've seen from Dignitas, but they gotta be very careful because the mechanical prowess from KCorp, and any of those three players can do that. It just happened to be Exotic this time.
Oh, Exotic. People say he has a robot play style. He plays so precise, so mechanically, and he's always making the highest percentage play. And that play there was enough to get KarmingCorp the win. And that was a scary game for KCorp. Dignitas now in both games has looked threatening, but KarmingCorp again finds the answers.
Gotta say, the importance of getting that admin pause and fixing the issues before it gets way worse, right? Because if you're KarmingCorp now, you gotta to gain lead, your match point, series point, and you're feeling very good. But had they lost, imagine it will be 1-1 now. Dignitas with all the hype, with all the momentum, it will be a very different story.
And this is the man of the game right there, Exotic, putting in that last shot. And Itachi, the one who tied it up, really such a nice play. Itachi, the perfect first touch, setting up the play. And it goes to show you why KarmingCorp is so good. Yes, Vatira is hitting clips, but Itachi and Exotic, so consistent and so reliable in those clutch situations to come out on top.
And Vatira seems to be very selfless every single time. Like, yes, if I need to make the touch and if I need to make the play by myself, I'll do it. This whole play, I can, right? But a lot of times we see how he controls the ball through the wall and backboard and keeps moving around just to give his teammates a little bit more time to cover more ground and to set up and get boosts or whatnot, you know. So he is there for his teammates a lot, and that allows Vatira and Exotic to look even better.
They have been looking good, but Dignitas has been a threat. However, they've not been able to convert. Evo going for the double tap, shut down by Vatira, and even in game 2, we saw Vatira and Exotic get some big saves. And those saves, I mean, it saved their game.
So far, only 1 goal difference. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, the first game was a 2 goal difference, right?
I believe so. I
yes.
think it was 3-1.
It was a 3-1. But the series has been quite tight. Dignitas keeping it close, haven't been able to find the win yet. So this is their last chance. I mean, if they're gonna make it, it's gonna be now.
It has to be now. They are the underdog. There's no doubt about that. Itachi lobbing it towards the backboard. Trying to force boost out of Dignitas. Vatira, another tip towards the backboard. Dries can't keep full control of it. Now that ball around Andy. Evo will launch it downfield, but Andy has no boost. That boost star from KCorp continuing to do damage. You see now a double commit. Andy out of position, backboard open. Exotic will tip it up high. Where's Vatira? There he is, comes in late. Andy able to get the clear out.
A bit too late, but no problem because Itachi was in the back and he was able to recover the ball, and as soon as he hit it, it went back again into the orange end zone. So far, KCorp being the one that's leading the attack, something that we were not seeing on the previous 2 matches. It was more of Dignitas moving forward, and this time KCorp was more of reacting to Dignitas. This time they're proposing a little bit more.
Itachi towards net. Andy flipping into his net, able to make that save. Exotic. Now a redirect chance. Itachi actually pops it up, leaves it for Vatira, who's got to have a flip reset, but wasn't able to get by it. Now the rebound to Itachi, and the pressure was too much. It kept mounting and mounting, and finally Dignitas' lid got blown.
Look at Exotic. He keeps hitting Dries when he's falling down. So Dries was trying to get to the ball, but with Exotic hitting him, getting him out of position, he could never position himself to hit the ball right on time. So I mean, it's one thing to do the pass, such a good pass, but another thing to stay on the play and just make things unbearable for Dries. That was a great play by Exotic.
And they're still cooking.
Oh, wow.
KCorp almost getting their second. Vatira threatening that double tap. Now Evo going far post, but not enough pace. It was blocked by Exotic, who gets demoed though. Itachi. Beat out by Andy. Andy trying to feed that into the middle. Itachi up off the ceiling. Dries trying to keep the ball in play. There's a demo in the air. Andy taking out Vatira. Vatira will spawn right by the ball and get the clear.
Only 100 seconds here on this match, and Dignitas has not been able to do much. They have had 3 shots, only 3 shots so far on the net, so they need to plug in whatever they were doing on game number 2, where they were able to make the 2 goals, but right now they're not finding anything in the offensive line.
They're trying, but you see Exotic beating him out at the midfield, and he's just continuing to take everyone out of the play. Andy, first touch, was able to hit it off the ceiling back to himself and get the clear. Andy trying to do work. Exotic. Short little double there, trying to force that into the corner. Dries with an air dribble to the flip reset. Didn't look like it. Now Andy with a pop over Exotic, but Andy stopped by Itachi. Time running out for Dignitas here. They need to get something going. Rebound out. Andy will get behind it and clear it out.
They need Dries once again. I told you, 3 shots on net for Dignitas, none of them from Dries. So Dries, who was the attacking powerhouse for Dignitas has been shut down on this match, and you can tell. I mean, it really feels like that way in the gameplay.
Oh, and wide open net. You see Dignitas threw it all at KCorp, who weathered the storm and were able to get that counter.
I'm not gonna be mad. They had to. They were down, only 20 seconds left on the clock, so they had to move forward and try to make something happen.
And it looked like Evo was trying to get, you know, a tip up and then go for a bump out of the air because, you know, he was just trying to make something happen, but it was read by KCorp, and now they are in full control. Final 10 seconds. Dignitas. And their time runs out. KCorp, despite giving up the lead a few times, were able to roar back and claim 3 straight game victories. They sweep Dignitas, and I think they'll be happy with that result, Chamaco.
I think it was no surprise. I don't think anyone is surprised. KCorp, best team in the world, maybe, so far. We'll see this weekend, right? But at the same time, Dignitas didn't make it easy. It wasn't easy for KCorp. They had their moments. They had the lead, as you mentioned, a couple of times, and they keep it close for the most part.
They really did. Dignitas